Assalamualaikum and hi. Here is Gale first team with the topic nuclear power. Today I want to present the introduction, the objective and the problem statement of this topic. Bar chart showing the trend of global energy consumption from year 2000 to 2018. Overall, there is a net increase of 1.5% per year for nuclear energy, indicating a strong potential in nuclear power. In contrast, renewable energy sources are found to face limitation in harvesting energy in vast amounts, such as high capital investment required due to the installation of a lot of turbines, affect the equilibrium of ecosystem in water, environmental limitation, and high carbon footprint for biomass energy. With this limitation, nuclear energy has emerged as an attractive option due to its exceptionally low carbon footprint and high energy efficiency. Let's move on to the problem statement. What is the reaction involved in nuclear power? What are the key components in nuclear power plant? What are the advantage and disadvantage of nuclear power? And is Malaysia ready to build and operate a nuclear power plant? The objective of this study are to evaluate the pros and cons of nuclear energy in electricity generation, to investigate the potential of building and operating a nuclear power plant in Malaysia, and to justify the view on nuclear energy.
Now, I will move on to present how nuclear power works and pros and cons of nuclear power. Nuclear power uses uranium-235 as fuel to undergo nuclear fission to produce heat energy, which in turn generates steam that can spin the turbine to transform kinetic energy into electricity. To initiate the fission process, a high-energy neutron is bombarded towards the nucleus of uranium-235 atom and dissociated into smaller atoms like barium-139 and krypton-94, with the releasing of 3 units of neutron particle at high velocity, as well as massive amount of energy accompanied by this exothermic reaction. The neutron particles released will continue to hide the neighboring uranium-235 atom, resulting to the subsequent nuclear fission to happen. There are 2 types of reactor, which are boiling water reactor and pressurized water reactor. Both reactors will heat up the water in the nuclear reactor. However, the boiling water reactor will boil the water into steam and spin the turbine, whereas the pressurized water reactor will control the hot water under a certain pressure to avoid it from boiling, and then is piped to another water supply. They have become steam and power the turbine. Heat generated from nuclear fission reaction is transferred from primary water coolant loop to secondary water coolant loop. According to Giroff's law of thermodynamics, when 2 systems are in contact with each other, thermal equilibrium will eventually be achieved. Hence, the secondary water loop will be heat up and the primary water loop will be cooled down. Next, the pros of nuclear power are low cost in terms of fuel, high energy efficiency, and zero carbon emissions, whereas the cons are non-renewable energy source, detrimental effects to human health, effect on the atmospheric, primarily by mining and water discharge, and the last one are causing thermal water pollution.
Now I will present about feasibility of building a nuclear power plant in Malaysia, conclusion and recommendation. Can nuclear power plant be built and operated in Malaysia? The first challenge we will face is the supply of fuel. Malaysia has no significant uranium reserve and need to import uranium fuel from overseas, yet the world production rely on less than 10 countries. We are also lacking in terms of technology and skilled workers, as nuclear industry is a new field for us to venture. The safety concerns associated with nuclear power are holding us back. The nuclear and building need to be safer and strong to withstand external force. Moreover, the spent uranium fuels are required to be handled with care and disposed properly due to its radioactive nature and long half-life. Detailed plans need to be outlined for waste disposal. In addition, strict security has to be imposed and well-figured evacuation plans is required in the event of failure. The most important aspect will be the cost. Investors will only be drawn for attractive investment with good profitability. In short, we feel that Malaysia is not yet ready to build and operate a nuclear power plant at this moment. Some improvements need to be made, such as securing the fuel supply, getting the necessary technology and skilled workers, ensuring the safety of the equipment and building, outlining a proper waste disposal plan, engaging with local council for development plan, and last but not least, to justify an attractive payback period for investment. That's all from our group. Thank you.